All right, good morning, guys. So it's another beautiful day out here on the homestead. We got some things we got to do. I'm gonna be working on the new pig pen because it's time for them to get out of where they are. While I do that, I'm gonna go. I feel like I've got a good bit of subscribers now, and y'all don't think y'all really know me. So I'm gonna give you just a few things throughout the day that about myself, just so you can get to know me a little bit better, and that way we can build a little bit more of a connection. So let's have a good day. Alright, so the first thing about me is I'm a jack of all trades. Master of none, oftentimes better than the master of one. That's how the whole saying goes, if you didn't know that. But I have the ability to do many things, just not on an expert level. Like, so I can build things, I can put things together, I can fix things, but I'm not like, by any means, I'm not an expert. But how I do it, it most of the time works. If not, then that's where YouTube and you experts come in and adds to my skill level. Throughout my life with helping my dad, I have a little bit of a different way of looking at some things on how it can be used. So that's the first little tidbit about me. Not only can I do a lot of things, but I'm also interested in a lot of different things when it comes to, like, I like movies, I like all kinds of music, cars, football, being outside, gardening, animals, like literally a lot of stuff. So it makes for an interesting life, but it also sometimes can kind of hinder me a little bit when it comes to like the different seasons of the year. Like right now it's football season and you got the Super Bowl coming up. I don't really watch too much NFL, but I do enjoy watching the games. So when people are talking about like who's going to the Super Bowl or stats and players, I'm like, yeah, It's more the camaraderie that I like the most of it. So, but like I said, it just, you got experts and then you got me. So I'm over here by where we're gonna do the pigs. I've already dug some holes and set some posts for where we're gonna be putting them. It's gonna be kind of a tricky thing because I have to use the panels that they are already in. So I've got to get the majority of this done so that I can then put them back in the dog kennels and quickly move the panels. Well, I've got this one post right here that needs concrete because I can only dig so far. We have a huge cedar tree right here that the root, I literally just found the root. I was measuring, I thought I would be clear, but no, I'm literally right in the middle of the root. I'm gonna concrete this one in. It'll help it be stable. The plan is also I will run an electric fence around the bottom too. A lot of y'all suggested that when I got the pigs, and I'm starting to see now that's a good idea. So let me get this in. All right, well, first mistake. This post right here is at 36 feet. So I get to redig this post. Second thing about me, I like a huge array of music. So if I just go to my phone and I hit shuffle, I'm gonna read you the list of what it's gonna play for me. Okay, so the first one would be Chris Brown, R&B rapper, not sure. And then you got the Ying Yang Twins, they're definitely rappers. Then you got Morgan Wallen, okay. Then you got Usher, and then you got Imagine Dragons. And then you got Luke Combs. You got Three Doors Down, Big Smo, who's like a country rapper. Then you got Secret Tree Fort, which is, I'm not really sure how to explain what he is, but just like I even got Bob Marley on here. Depending on my mood and the vibrations I'm feeling that day is definitely what I'm listening to. I'm still listening to like stuff when I was a kid. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Presidents of the United States of America.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches.
A band called Trapped.
Back up, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone.
That's the second thing about me is I do not discriminate on music if it makes me move. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I get in the motions, music moves me ugly. I'm a very bad dancer. I have no rhythm whatsoever. But let me move this post and we'll keep trucking. Yeah, so I'm glad I caught that before I went and had it all finished. And I was like, oh, now I can't finish it. And then I had to redo it. I hate. Ugh. But now we're at 32. We're at 31. That way, when I overlap, I have a good foot of overlap where I can attach the panels together in the middle. Put concrete. This is where the gate's going. I'm using an 8-foot gate, and the reason I'm going to use the 8-foot gate, 2 reasons. One, I had it, and 2, it makes sense because whenever it comes time to butcher, we can maneuver any way we really need to get the pig out. So that'd be good. Those are concreted in because they're going to get the most movement. All right, so the next thing about myself is I absolutely love being outside. Being outside is my happy place. I can be inside. There's times where I'm sitting on the couch enjoying just being in the presence of everybody and just relaxing. But it's usually on days that I can't go outside that's me. And even then, I can only tolerate being inside for just a little while. Then I come into the garage and I walk around, depending on what the weather is. If it's cloudy or rainy. If it's rainy, I'll stay in the garage and watch the rain because I do love watching the rain, especially during the summertime. It's one of my favorite things, is just enjoying the sound and the feeling of the rain and the smells that it brings during the summertime. It's amazing. But really, just being outside is my happy place. Let me grab some panels. Let's keep on working. All right, so we're at the tricky part where I've got the other 2 panels put up. I need the 4 that the pigs are in. Okay, so what I did is I grabbed the 2 kennels that we had brought them home in, and I've got the food bowls in there. I'm going to grab some food. I'm going to put them in there and see if they go in there. They're still big enough to fit in there reasonably. I'm going to do it slowly, take my time, and hopefully we can get them in there and get their big pen finished so we can transfer them over. So let's see what happens. We did it. We got them in there. I'm hoping that they don't freak out though. So because of how fast I need to do this, I'm probably not going to film it because I need to hurry up. So I'll see you when it's done. Whew. All right, I got it done. I got them in here. Still in the cages. We're gonna let them out. Let them explore. You gotta turn your big butt around. Go. Has to. Good job, girls. They're in there. So, of course, on the door, I've got the bungee cord like we had over there. I'm gonna do a better locking system. I'll figure something else out. And then I've got to get the wire and stuff, and I'll do electric fence all around the inside. What you thinking? New grass. So I'm sorry about the lighting up there. That's actually one of the reasons why we moved them on top of the hill, because during this time of year when it's cold, they got a little bit of sun where they were, but up there they'll get a lot more. So during the winter time, they'll be able to stay warm from the sun, but also they're in the trees so that during the summertime, they'll have the shade, and once the sun gets to a certain point, it shades a good bit over there. So at the end of the day. So that that helps out tremendously. Plus there's more room up there. What you got?
I made a banana.
Zoe made a green banana out of clay. So she's getting really good at making clay stuff. I want to get her a turntable and let her start learning how to mold clay and stuff, because she really enjoys it. I think she can make some pretty cool pottery. So another thing about me, I can be a bit of an overthinker. Like when it comes to videoing and I'm trying to think of stuff to say and things like that, I mess up a lot because I'm thinking way far ahead than my actual sentences are going. So I tend to speed up a lot too. So I'm working on that and slowing down. But I also tend to overthink like the content I put out and the things I say. And I'm like, oh, they don't hear that, or oh, stupid, let me not do that. But it's just it's a silly habit. I'm working on it. I have gotten better. I do try to work on finding like the positives in things, and not in an unhealthy way where it's like, oh, my arm is broken, but at least I still have an arm. No, more of like just being thankful for the things that I have. So I'm working on things like that. So I tend to get a little sad sometimes, but then I try to rethink the situation and really just bring a positive light to it of it's not all about me and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm working on being better at finding positives and really being happier with myself, because I feel like it has a huge thing to do with it. I overthink a lot of things about myself, so it's hard for me to get past it. But I'm working on it. I'm doing better. I will do better. So I'm working on thinking in a better way, less negative. Like stop letting negative into my space, and more absorbing the positive in my space, so that positive will be around me as well. I do definitely believe that what you put out is what you bring back in. So if you're putting out positivity, then your positivity is going to be attracted to you. So that's definitely me. I do overthink things. I can be a tad sensitive. I'm not afraid to cry. Honestly, I'm not. There's also, I'm getting teary-eyed right now thinking about it. My kids are my everything. But there's a picture of Zoe. She was in one of our friends' weddings. She was a little flower girl. And, oh God, see? Okay. It's just this picture that the photographer took, and I'll go in there and I'll put it on here. And she is like turned around in this little white dress, and it's just like, man, okay. All right, hold it together so you can tell a story. But it's just like, it's one of those things, you know, she's going to grow up, and she's going to get married, and I'm going to have to walk around the aisle, and I'm going to be there. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be a big thing for me. She's my little girl. Let me get this pin tightened up for the pigs and figure out a situation for the door. And then we'll continue with the things about me. Oh, I just ran into that tree. How you guys doing? I just hit you in the head with a tree. You okay? So, I've got the posts. I got the pin all tightened up. Just a couple more things that I might do. I do still got to add some more nails to here. But what's cool about this little area also is, if you can tell, I'm in the woods, and all these trees are like laying over us, and so it's pretty neat. And we've got this tree right here behind me, and Zoe made me make her a little little swing. So I had some wood, I made them a little swing tied to the tree right here. It's pretty cool. It can't hold me. That whole limb will probably bust down. But it's a neat little play area for them, because it's like they can kind of make a little fort. They're also over here with the pigs, especially on the backside, spending time with them. It's just neat. I like it reminds me of my childhood out here. Which, speaking of my childhood, brings me to my next thing you might want to know about me. So the property that we live on is 6, 7 acres that I own, and that is this house right here. Well, this house, you see me talk about it, that's my parents' house. Well, that's actually the house that I grew up in. All this land that we live on through here, through the woods where I hunt, it's all family land. This house that we have, we actually inherited from my great-great-grandmother after she had passed away. And I grew up in my parents' house, in this house, my entire life. So this house has helped me, has raised me my entire life. These woods raised me. I ran through them, built forts, all that good jazz my entire life. Now, when my grandmother was living right here and I was growing up, my uncle, my great uncle, and my uncle on my dad's side lived through the woods not too far from us. My grandmother on my mom's side, after my grandfather passed away, we actually moved her on the other side of my parents, and so she lives out here now too, and she's lived out here for a good while with it. That garage right there, up here, all this where like where we just did the pig pen, used to be garden. And my great grandmother would sit in that garage. She would snap peas. We would go down there and snap peas with her. That's where we had our gatherings, Christmas, Thanksgiving, walking in there and all this good smells. There's even times now where if we're gone for a week or so, just take a vacation and we come back, it's like you walk in and you can still smell her in there cooking. And it's an amazing thing. Amazing memories. I'm glad that we're able to raise our children in this house too, and give them memories similar to ours, with running through the woods, having animals. Now when I was growing up, we had chickens, we had goats, we had briar goats. At one point we had an emu, we had iguanas, we had turkeys, we had some random animals. Growing up like that was fun. So, amazing childhood. I'm glad my children get to experience a similar thing and can make even more memories here, have our garden, and have them helping us. Here's like old, I don't know, I don't even know what to call it. It's got like things on it. That thing looks like it goes to a horse. Ooh, horse. Whose horse is that? Looks like it goes to a horse. I'm not even sure. So there's so much cool stuff back here. But this tractor right here that I just showed you, my dad would till our garden with it and stuff. I remember just sitting on there with him. He would till up the garden and stuff and plant a garden. So a lot of great memories. This all used to be, like I said, farmland. Pond back there. We used to fishing all the time. They're still fishing it. I take the kids every once in a while. They're just not very big fish. Our next order of business, we got to get the shelter in there. And that thing was not the sturdiest when I built it. I think I used the hand, so when the pigs were in the crates, I used my hand truck and I just picked the crates up and took them up there. Worked out perfect. I think that tin will hold it together pretty well. So I think I'm going to like try and tip it up on the hand truck and take it up there. Should work. We'll see. Let's try it. It worked okay. That hand truck, I borrowed it from a buddy of mine. It's a furniture one. It's for moving like appliances. So it's not the best on dirt. So I actually moved it to there because I was looking and I forgot a good, nice hefty breeze likes to come off of the pond and lake area way, this way, and sometimes this way. So I feel like that protects them a little bit better. Okay, well, we got the pigs moved, got the pig pen tightened up, got their water, they got their food, just took the food up. Now, it's probably my most favorite time of any project, and that is now I have to go pick up all my tools and clean up the area. It's very important. Not satisfying. So, this is not the end. I still got some more stuff to tell y'all about myself, but I think we're gonna grill some steaks tonight So I'll see you in just a little bit. Well, the most exciting part is over with, the cleanup. And I forgot to record it for y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm funny. Which brings me to my next thing about myself. I'm funny. If you didn't know that already. Now, if you ask my wife, she'll say no. But I get a couple chuckles from her every now and then. But no, for real. I've always been the funny guy. I've always enjoyed making people laugh, doing things, saying things. I don't really get embarrassed too easily. It's not that hard for me. I did just put an application in to be in a calendar for, it's called Chicken Daddies, and they asked, are you willing to wear a farm dress? And I said, yeah. Yeah, you just never know. But I don't know, I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy being like the comedic relief sometimes. So that's the thing about me. I enjoy being funny. I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy laughing. It's a great stress relief. It's very, very contagious. It does not bother me to be laughed at or laughed with. So whichever one gets people chuckling, that's usually what comes out. Do you think there's anything I can grow here? Like Chastity was saying something about a potato mound. We've got some good compost. We've got good manure that we spread around and stuff. But I just don't think we could really grow anything because of this cedar tree. I just don't think it would take a lot of adding nutrients to it, compost and stuff like that, I feel. But she kind of wants to do a potato mound. It doesn't have to be here, but she had mentioned something about right here because it's all, good ground now. But let me know what you think. Give me some ideas if you even think we can. I know blueberries. I've got blueberries and raspberries, but I know they like a little bit more acidic soil. So I don't know if maybe we could do or even blackberries. Do like a blackberry patch over here. The goats can munch on one side and we can munch on the other. I don't know. So give me some ideas. Let me know what you think we can plant in this area. Like I said, we will be cooking some steaks here in a little bit. So I will bring you on a ride and we will finish the talk about myself. I'm not conceited. I just want you to know me. I want to get to know you too. So you know what? Here's a little thing. Put some stuff in the comments. Do we have anything in common? What about you? Tell me about yourselves. But we're gonna finish. I believe what we're on 6. Told you 6 things about me. We'll do 8. So the last 2 will be when I'm grilling. Another one of my favorite things. But that's not one of the 8. So stick around and let's continue. Okay, so while the grill is heating up, the number 7 thing about me is tattoos. That's only on my right arm. Got my ring on me. We've got one on my underarm, shoulder, and on my leg. I've had tattoos since I was 19. My mom actually paid for my first tattoo after she told me, you shouldn't get tattoos. It was just funny. It's my birthday present. So she paid for my very first tattoo. And, I'll show it to you. The first one was the hands and the words. And then this says, my love, my life, my angel. And it has Zoe's name on it. Then my leg. The story behind this is I was working at a job. And we were working outside. It was at Lowe's Home Improvement. I was working outside, and a buddy of mine was drawing on some cups, putting our names on them because it was hot. And I was like, hey, draw a giraffe sitting on a toilet. So he drew it on my cup, and I said, if you put that on a piece of paper, I'll get it tattooed on me. So he did. Not too long later, after I got it done, I was at work again, and I said, an elephant hand on toilet paper. So he drew it on a piece of paper, and I went and got it done. So this is... There's the giraffe. And then so that's me. Whew, I do enjoy tattoos. And I do plan on getting more. Just one of those things. You either enjoy them or you don't. But I enjoy them. I like them. Definitely will get tattooed. Wade's name tattooed on me. Things like that. So that's number 7. So once this thing gets heated up, I'll throw the steaks on there. We will end it with number 8. All right. Number 8. So number 8. I do like a beverage, especially while the grill is going. It's one of my favorite things. Mainly craft beer. I do have a buddy who owns a craft brewery. He makes some delicious concoctions. But it's just one of those things. Again, you either like it or you don't. So, especially after a long day of work like we just did today, a good chores beer makes it nice to end the day just to relax. Like I said, the grill is going. Have a beverage. I don't just drink beer. I do like mixed drinks as well. Not a wine person. Never really liked wine. I've had some, but it's just not my thing. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Appreciate your help with the pig pen, getting them moved. They seemed a lot happier. Earlier, saw Saggy. She got the zoomies. She started running around. So she was excited to have some more room, and it'd be nice for him. Gonna finish up on the steaks. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll catch you in the next one.